everyone. My name is Dom, owner of Handmade by Nashay, and welcome back to another podcast episode. So, I am simply popping up in your feed midweek, honestly, because I was just so happy that I finally figured out the correct filming process and like setup that I needed to do that I just had to get on here and record a bonus episode. So, think of it as a little treat, but I'm just so happy that I figured out how to film and on my camera and use my external mic and simultaneously film to where there's no syncing in post because the last episode there was a little bit of a lag because I recorded on my camera but the audio was purely separate and I had to like sync it and it didn't sync right in a couple places. There was lag and everything like that, but I finally figured out the proper setup and how to do it. And I'm just so happy. So enjoy this little bonus episode. Um, so yeah, let's grab a project, grab a drink, and let's get right into it. On If I am ever looking off to the side, it's because my laptop is right here, and I can't see myself on the viewfinder anymore. So that's something I'm gonna have to get used to because I'm used to looking at the camera and seeing myself on the viewfinder, but now everything is off to the side. So maybe I'll get a monitor behind me so I can make sure I'm in frame and everything. But just know that if I'm looking off to the side, it's simply because my laptop is right here and I'm looking at myself because I'm a conceited bitch. No, seriously, I just want to make sure that I am in frame and everything is lined up correctly. But I was thinking because this is a bonus episode, we can just chit chat and finish working on our granny squares. And let's just talk about some ideas that I've had for my business that either didn't make it out of the planning stage, did make it out of the planning stage, but with poor execution and things like that. I had a lot of ideas over the years, and some of them just weren't executed very well, weren't marketed very well. And honestly, I think they could be really good ideas if I just really put some forethought into them. But yeah, let's jump right into it. One idea that just comes off the top of my head that I came up with, I believe it was around Christmas time last year, where water slide nail decals. So I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of seamless files and PNGs and all these things. And I just wanted something else to do with them besides just simply either making them into fabric, putting them on a tumbler, the regular sub file, like things you do with sublimation files. I wanted something more to do with them. Like I have so many amazing files. I just wanted like something else to do with them. So I came across this idea of making nail decals, and they're the water slide nail decals. So simply you make your nails like a solid base. Like I would use like a black or white or whatever the main color is in the water slide decal. You would cut the decals out to the size of your nails, and then you it's the ones that you put in water, and then you like once they slide off the paper essentially or get wet, you put them on your nails and you like form them to your nail, and then you use a gel top coat sealer, and then essentially you have these beautiful pictures on your nails. And I thought that would be a great idea. I thought that it was also something that I could constantly keep in my shop that would be more like passive income because, like, people usually do their nails like every 2 weeks or so. And it was just something that never really made it out of the design phase. Like, I'm not, like, I think it's a really great idea and I would love to pick it back up. I'm just not one to regularly get my nails done. So, when I was testing it, like I'm also really rough with my nails. So when I was testing it, I feel like I banged them up a lot and they didn't last as long as I would like. So I wanted to test it a little bit more, and then I just never picked it back up, honestly. Um, but I think it's a really good idea, and I think if I put it back through the testing phase and everything like that, I think it can be something like really, really nice. Because most people who do water slide decals, they only do the small decals that you just put on your nails. But I wanted to do like the full nail, like I showed you Maggie's art and Yaz's art in the last episode, and I talked about their art, and I just think that their art like on your nails, like I just think I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it, but I just think that it would be very pretty. Like I think I have a picture, so if I have a picture, I'll put it up on the screen so y'all can see when I actually did my nails and everything, and when they were like in the testing phase. And I just think I just need to test it. I need to put it out to test. I need to film a video tutorial on how to apply them. And I think once I do that, I think that we can actually put it out as a product. Because I don't know, I just think it'll make a very nice product. I haven't seen a lot of people do it, honestly. I know a lot of people sell the water slide nail decals, but I haven't seen anyone do it the way that I want to do it. They usually just sell like the ones that have like celebrity faces or all that. I just like I want to put my friends' art on everything. So that was one idea, and I just think that was an idea that needed a little bit of better planning. But I think once it gets out of the planning stage, it would be a really, really nice product that a lot of people would like. Let me know in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. Let me know if I can explain it better as well. I probably didn't do a very good job explaining it, but just look up water slide decals and they're pretty. And I have like I said, I'll insert pictures of when I actually did my nails and how they looked and everything. Um, Next, another idea that I had that I just really didn't execute very well um, were subscription boxes. Like, I think that the subscription boxes are a really good idea, and I think it's something that I can also keep up with. I just don't think that I executed it very well. I didn't make um, like a sample, and that's something that I need to get better at. I come up with all these ideas and I just want to come up with them on the cusp and just put them out there, and then I don't make any like samples, so people are just like, do I really want to do it? Do I really want to buy it? And I really need to stop doing that. I think that is one downfall to my business that I need to get better at, is trying to make more samples of things and not just being like, hey, this is an idea I have, give me your money. Essentially, like, I mean, that's not really what I'm doing, but essentially that's how people would look at it. So I do need to get better at making samples, and I think the subscription boxes will do very well if I actually just make samples of things, or like send a box to a friend and have them review it or something like that, because word of mouth is the biggest thing in small businesses. And honestly, that is something I can get better at. Like I just think the execution of my subscription boxes were not the best. I also didn't talk about them that much. It was more like, "Hey, I offer this, just so you know," and then I didn't talk about it again. So maybe that's something I can just do better marketing and execution on, and like I think those would be very well. So essentially, the subscription boxes where I had an exclusive print each month, and essentially they were going to be Maggie's prints, because every time she had a drop, she would give us as her reps the prints for, and like there was always an exclusive like one that was like exclusively in a bundle that like you couldn't buy unless it was in the bundle. So it was like an exclusive print. And I was going to always use an exclusive print. Like basically, like this print is just for these subscription boxes. I was not going to use it in shop. Like you couldn't get it on a Tumblr. You couldn't get it made like as a bag or a shirt, anything like that. You couldn't get it unless you got the subscription box. And like I would have, essentially it would be one handmade item, one like subbed item, like so the handmade item would probably be like a coffin wallet. The subbed item would probably be like a what am I trying to say, like a tumbler or something. So essentially you'd get four or five products. I would also throw in some of freebies, also like fillers from other small businesses, like my friend Vanessa from Be Extra Creations does a lot of stationery and things like that. And that would be like um every other month would be like an exclusive print box. So we're like whatever I want to do. So like during the summer, I would probably do like top, like a sewn top, or a like biker shorts or something like that. So it would have like four or five items with this print, and then on the following month would be an exclusive plushie drop. So you would get like a small plushie, but it would be like blinged out with like charms and like the whole nine yards, not just like how I do my regular plushies where it's just like, oh, the plushie, regular plushie. This would be like basically an exclusive like charm plushie, like has like all these different things on it. I actually made a fairy plushie like that for Dia, and I'll put a picture of it here. And essentially it would be like that. So it would be like a like exclusive, like one of a kind type plushie. And so every other month it would alternate between a plushie and a exclusive print box, so it wasn't like you were getting the same exact things every month. And yeah, I think it was a really good idea. I really planned out the idea portion of it, like what was going to be in the boxes and everything like that. I just didn't plan out like actually making samples to show people what can be in the boxes, because a lot of people are visual and they want to see, and I didn't do very good with marketing it. And I do need to get better at marketing across the board for my business. I think that is one of my downfalls, why I'm not so as successful. Marketing in this day and age is the biggest thing, especially with social media and everything. And I just need to get a little better at it. And I just think with the proper execution, the subscription boxes can be really nice. Like everyone has a subscription box for something or the other. Like right now, I have a subscription for my Granny Square, the crochet blanket that I'm making. I used to do Book of the Month subscriptions. I had a snack crate subscription. Like people love subscriptions. They love getting like surprises every month, essentially. So I do think that the subscription boxes will be a very good addition to my shop once I thoroughly plan and execute it well. That is the trick. Like you have to like there's a lot that goes into small business. It's not just making the product and be like, here's my product, go buy it. Like it takes a lot of planning, a lot of proper execution, and a lot of like word of mouth and like getting it out there, which is why I probably should do like a rep search soon again. I used to have reps, and I just feel like my business wasn't doing well enough to keep them. But like I got to get out of that mindset. Honestly, like I'm always in the mindset of I'm not doing well enough. I'm not here to do this. Like that was one of the, I could have been making YouTube videos for years, and it's just always like I don't have the space, I don't have the time, I don't have this, I don't have the equipment, I don't have that, and I am really my worst enemy. I am my own downfall to things because I get in my head that I can't do these things because I don't have things. I don't have the proper things, and I just need to get out of that. My husband is really good at talking me out of these stages, but it's just like my own self doubt will be my biggest downfall. I need to get out of my head sometimes, which is why like I'm really glad that I am pushing myself to do this podcast, because I am a very introverted person. I don't like talking to people. So um, talking to the camera is a little easier, but it's still like pushing my boundaries and putting me out there when I'm not a very out there person. And I am so glad that I have actually gotten past that barrier and that I'm just wanting to come in here all the time. I'm wanting to talk to you guys. I'm wanting to just film, and I'm slowly cracking out of my shell in that. And I'm really glad that this is happening, but I would have never gotten to that point if I would have never gotten out of that self doubt. And yes, there are days that I still doubt myself. Yes, like I try not to look at the views or anything like that because I'm not a big YouTube channel yet. I'm not a big podcast yet, but like I'm just starting out and I have to remember that like yes, there are people who can go viral overnight, but I just it's not my time yet. Um my time will get there. I will eventually be there. And it's just not my time to go viral yet. It's not my time to pop off yet. But that does that mean I need to stop? No. Um I think that is a very good thing to like tell people, like especially people who are just starting out, like you're not going to go viral overnight. You're not going to sell out overnight all the time, but like that doesn't mean to stop because you never know when you will. And like if I stopped all the times my brain told me I wasn't good enough, like I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't like know the people that I know today. I wouldn't have the support group that I have today. And I wouldn't be here talking to you guys today because like like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Now I'm just yapping and I'm off topic, but like I said, this is just like a chit chatty bonus vlog, so there was no rhyme or reason to the episode anyway. But like all that to say is not to let your self doubt get the best of you. You are great at everything you do, and practice makes perfect. And just repeat. Practice doesn't make perfect, but repetition does, and it makes you better, and it makes you a better person. And just do what you love and continue to do it and don't let your self doubt get to you is the meaning behind like what I'm trying to say. Essentially. I'm sorry, I'm not the best speaker, but hopefully, like I said, continuing to do this podcast, I can get better and everything like that. But back on what we were talking about, ideas. Um Sometimes it's not really the ideas. Like I have a lot of ideas that I want to do. I just need to get better at planning. That is my biggest downfall is planning. Sometimes I feel like let me know if you don't get this reference, but we watch a lot of American Dad in this household. Sometimes I feel like I'm Stan from American Dad, and there was one episode when he wanted to make bears and he called them celebrations. But like since he was doing it on his own, he didn't plan out properly. Every time he made a bear for a specific holiday, it was well past that holiday. And like that's how I feel constantly. Like I have all these ideas, but I don't plan them as far in advance as I should. And I find myself rushing to try to get products out there for a specific holiday, and I don't give myself time to either produce those products within a time frame where I can give you good quality, or I just don't do anything for the holidays at all. Like I need to actually sit down and plan out specific like drops and specific like items I want to do for specific holidays and stuff like that. That is one thing I need to get better at. Lene, if you're watching, I would love to get inside your brain and see how you plan things because you are the absolute goat of planning. Honestly, your shop is so well organized and I don't know how you do it, honestly. I love you. I praise you. You are amazing. But in all honesty, I just need to really sit down and plan things. I feel like I let life get the better of me and I put my business on the back burner and if I want to do this full time, I need to treat it like a full-time job. And as much energy as I put into my full-time job, I need to put into my business because I'm never going to get anywhere if I continue treating it like a side hustle because essentially I want it to be my full-time hustle. I don't want it to be a hustle. I want it to be my job. But I'm never going to get there if I don't put the time and effort into it. And I can't expect people to put their money into me if I'm not putting the effort into my business. And that is just one thing that I need to actually sit down and do. And that's one thing that I've been thinking about. And now, like saying it out loud and putting it out into the universe, I need to do it. And that's another reason why I like making these videos and things because it holds me accountable for the things that I say. Like, I'm not just talking out of my ass. Like, these are things that I need to do. And now I'm telling you that I need to do them. And now I need to do them because I want my business to be successful. I want to continue getting sales. I want to continue doing this for a very, very long time, and I need to put the proper energy into it, and I have not. And I can't say that, oh, I'm not a successful business if I'm not doing the things I need to do to make myself a successful business. Um, so yeah, I need to sit down. I need to plan out things. I need to plan them properly. I need to plan out marketing. I need to like execute things well. Um, and everything like that. But I am really happy you decided to listen to me on this Wednesday. Or it'll probably be Thursday by the time I put this out. But don't worry, we will still have another episode on Monday, and it will be the sitting down and going through my summer plans, sewing and crochet plans that I plan on making this summer. And yeah, thank you again for watching or listening along, and I'll see you guys in the next one.